Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat. After Thursday's sharply lower grain markets, all the grains were slightly higher on Friday in a relatively quiet and uneventful end-of-the-week sale trend. Corn and soybeans closed up 2 for the day. Widespread rains across much of the Corn Belt slowing harvest until early this week. South America is expecting some rain, but not nearly as much as needed. The Ukrainians bombed the Russian Black Sea Fleet headquarters overnight, damaging the structure. Ukrainian corn and wheat continue to be exported through the Black Sea with, as far, no interference from the Russians. Crude oil higher on Friday, trading slightly above the $90 a barrel level. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM open for Milo trucks all weekend. They closed yesterday, Sunday. They're back open this week, 7 a.m. to 10:45. Timco Houston open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. For help marketing your grains, trust Tuggle & Company Corpus, 361-852-5207. That's John Tuggle. We are on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how is the Mason sale shaping up for Monday?
You bet, Larry. On Sunday evening around 5:30, so we had close to a little over 600 head already on the yards, about 60 cows, 10 bulls. So we're kind of looking at 850 heads, what we're kind of looking for. We do have some good showers around the area. Not real widespread, but if you do get under good cloud, you may get quite a bit. We'll just see what it looks like for that, but hopefully we'll have around that 850, Larry.
All right. Now, we had a good special this Saturday.
You bet, Larry. We ended up with, after we sorted through everything, cleaned everything up, we ended up 2,715 head of cattle. The overall buyers we had on hand were from, give me out-state buyers again, Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, Mississippi, and then pretty well all across Texas, along with 1,172 folks on the internet again. Another right close to a record-breaking also on that. I thought overall, Larry, the better young and fleshier pairs, they sold from $1,775 up to $2,600, all depending on the kind of size the calf they had on the side and the age of the cow and so forth. But those are fairly active. The pairs that were carrying maybe Lash Flash and some of the solid mount pairs with younger calves, they range anywhere depending on what size they were. Size of cows, 13 1/4 up to 17.50. The young bred cows that were medium to long bred, they bought from $1,500 up to $2,275. The bred cows carrying a little less flesh, and some of the solid mount cows or maybe short bred or whatever, they went from kind of $1,000 up to $1,475. They get the bred heifer side of it. The bred heifers bought mostly on the better kind of $1,500 up to $2,085. With a few of the young, smaller in size heifers, they brought in from $1,300 up to $1,475. Getting the open heifers, they range from $1,025 up to $1,810, depending on kind, size, and flesh. Good look at activity on those. The feedlot market pretty well supported all those to bring any kind of premium, whatever. Fish, several of the English cattle went back to put on feed. A lot of the ear cattle, they went on back out the country again. So overall, the sale is overall pretty good. Not as strong as I was hoping for, but we just need a little more rain there.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Give us a call, area code 325-372-5159. For more information, a lot of the rep sales on the female sales, go to our website at jordan@cattle.com, Larry, and they can go into market reports. They'll find the full-fledged market report with all the rep sales and everything.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We are on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how is the Mason sale shaping up for Monday?
You bet, Larry. On Sunday evening around 5:30, so we had close to a little over 600 head already on the yards, about 60 cows, 10 bulls. So we're kind of looking at 850 heads, what we're kind of looking for. We do have some good showers around the area. Not real widespread, but if you do get under good cloud, you may get quite a bit. We'll just see what it looks like for that, but hopefully we'll have around that 850, Larry.
All right. Now, we had a good special this Saturday.
You bet, Larry. We ended up with, after we sorted through everything, cleaned everything up, we ended up 2,715 head of cattle. The overall buyers we had on hand were from, give me out-state buyers again, Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, Mississippi, and then pretty well all across Texas, along with 1,172 folks on the internet again. Another right close to a record-breaking also on that. I thought overall, Larry, the better young and fleshier pairs, they sold from $1,775 up to $2,600, all depending on the kind of size the calf they had on the side and the age of the cow and so forth. But those are fairly active. The pairs that were carrying maybe Lash Flash and some of the solid mount pairs with younger calves, they range anywhere depending on what size they were. Size of cows, 13 1/4 up to 17.50. The young bred cows that were medium to long bred, they bought from $1,500 up to $2,275. The bred cows carrying a little less flesh, and some of the solid mount cows or maybe short bred or whatever, they went from kind of $1,000 up to $1,475. They get the bred heifer side of it. The bred heifers bought mostly on the better kind of $1,500 up to $2,085. With a few of the young, smaller in size heifers, they brought in from $1,300 up to $1,475. Getting the open heifers, they range from $1,025 up to $1,810, depending on kind, size, and flesh. Good look at activity on those. The feedlot market pretty well support all those to bring any kind of premium, whatever. Fish several of the English cattle went back to put on feed. A lot of the ear cattle, they went on back out the country again. So overall, sales is overall pretty good. Not as strong as I was hoping for, but we just need a little more rain there.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Give us a call, area code 325-372-5159. For more information, a lot of the rep sales on the female sales, go to our website at jordan@cattle.com, Larry, and they can go into market reports and they'll find the full-fledged market report with all the rep sales and everything.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, it's time to take a look at meat moves from Friday. We'll begin with the National Pork Carcass Cutout Value. Looks like it was cited at $97.26 after a $1.49 drop. The bellies were 10.38 weaker for Friday. Hog slaughter 2.537 million head through Saturday. That is 6,000 head higher week to week, but it trailed the 2.555 million head slaughtered during the same week last year. The yearly pace remains about 1.3% above last year's, with 91.486 million head meeting the knife. As we look toward the beef cattle side of the meat equation, neighbor, we'll look toward the monthly cattle on feed report showing 11.094 million head of cattle. That was 2.18% of a drop from September, near the 2.3% drop expected. Looks like placements 2.003 million head. That's 5.1% lower year to year. Looks like marketings were down 6%, 1.884. Looks like the survey respondents were looking for 5.3% of a drop. Looks like USDA reported cash sales for the week 185 to 186 in the north, 183 in the south. Neighbor, there's your meat move. Neighbor, I'd like to remind you about George Weichel and the good folks at Wholesale Steel, San Antonio Steel. Heavy duty lifetime warranty on their cattle panel. The standard duty panel also. Heavy duty and standard duty pasture gates. They're a new Preferred dealer and they'll beat anybody's prices on the Preferred products. They've got Stay Tight 50 and Stay Tough fencing both. Cattle work in pens. They've got 2 Texas locations. They've got the San Antonio store. Call 210-624-2000 or the Hearn Bryan College Station store 979-280-6100. Now remember, that Hearn location is off Highway 6 and the San Antonio location is there off Texas 16. They're open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Fridays and Saturdays 8 to 4. You can find them on the web at wholesalesteelsa.com. Of course, that's the San Antonio store, or wholesalesteelbcs.com. And that's the Bryan College Station Hearn store. Oh, and by the way, tell George Weichel that Larry Marble sent you. Neighbor, now it's time to catch up with Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, we had a great week. The Aggies won, and this is the highest calf market in history, including the fats. And I want to remind your listeners, don't wait too long now when it goes to raining, and it always does in the fall. These cattle are going to get high. These are the lowest cattle numbers in 60 years. If you're interested in some good replacement cattle available for sale, we sold 30 this last week, so they're going to start moving. We still have a few available. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on database on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3, or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information, CasasCattle.com, CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the boat people.
I'm down on the farms, Larry Marble. I'm with Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch. Tony, you got news on T-Post?
Yes, sir, I do. Right now, our 6.5 foot American-made 133 T-Post went down. They're at $5.99, and that's if you buy one or however many you need.
Well, tell everybody how to get that great deal in this new price drop on T-Post.
Well, they can reach me out at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Tony from D&D. Tony, have a good day. Help those people when they come by to buy T-Post.
Yes, sir. Sure will. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock. Gary, it's Sunday evening. How's the Monday sale looking?
Larry, we got about 1,100 in the yard right now, and there's still more coming. They'll be coming in here till dark. I imagine we'll wind up with 1,300 tomorrow, maybe 1,400, somewhere in that neighborhood. I got a good set of black calves. There's about 40 of them from one outfit. They're going to weigh anywhere from 5.5 to 7. And I got another set of black calves, about 35 of them. They're going to weigh 5.5 to 6. Other than that, no great big bunches. I have a set of Bremer heifers here that need to go back to the country. They're going to weigh probably 7.5 to 8. and they're calf foot vaccinated, ready to go. There's about 12 or so of them. Other than that, Larry, the cow end looked like probably 100 plus cows. Nothing fancy, mostly packer cows and a few bulls.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Gary Butler.
You can catch us here at cell 1-830-582-1561 or 62. Catch me on mobile, 830-857-4330, Larry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil field pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, in 16 and 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10 foot wide to 30 foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. Riley, how's the sales shaping up?
Looks like a pretty good one tomorrow, Larry. Probably 2,000, right around there, maybe a few more. Lots of really good strings of calves. Got 4 different sets of Charolais cross calves, about 100 apiece. Got a really nice set of Brangus cross calves, about 70 of those. Another set of Beefmaster cross, about 80 of those. And a lot of good calves. Most of them are steered. And then still got quite a few light calves, too, like we've been running with the dry weather. And then cow-wise, probably end up with 350, 400 cows. Not any. I got one set of Beefmaster cows. They're kind of middle-aged cows. They're pretty thin, but they're sure all right turnout as far as stocker cows go. I think we've top-pated about 60 of those. And then probably about another 40 or 50 just jackpot cows that we top-pated. So looks pretty good. I think we'll have 2,000, 2,100 for tomorrow.
Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for the Monday sale.
361-813-6650 is the cell. 361-786-2553 is the office. The webpage, liveoaklivestock.com.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry.
MG Building and Materials reminds you to start your next project today with an MG personal credit card. No interest if paid in full within 6 months. Apply for your card at any MG Building Materials store. Get all the information at mgbuildingmaterials.com. Remember, those stores are San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Kerrville, Pleasanton, and Uvalde. Call that Uvalde store at 2301 East Main Street at 830-278-4439. We're on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock. Rodney, how was our Friday sale?
Had a good sale. We had some good cattle. That old market's up and down a little bit, but especially on the quality of cattle. The quality of cattle selling good. I can't stress that enough, but we had a good sale, sir.
Walk the pens with us.
All right, we had 514 head of cattle, no horses, and 3 goats. And that old market was pretty strong and steady. 200, 300-pound steers, $272 to $325. Heifers, $2 to $265. 300, 400-pound steers, $221 to $275. Heifers, $201 to $241. 400, 500-pound steers, $220 to $250. Heifers, $208 to $236. 500, 600-pound steers, $210 to $242. Heifers, $194 to $236. 600, 700-pound steers, $203 to $227. Heifers, $188 to $215. And your 700 to 800-pound steers were $1.85 to $215. And the heifers were $1.66 to $1.85. Packer cows were a little softer than a couple of weeks ago. They brought anywhere from $31 to $1.01. Bulls brought from $69 to $1.20. Didn't have any stocker cows. Our bred cows brought anywhere from $850 to $1,050. And the pairs we had Friday was $1,000 to $1,475, sir. There's a calves coming this week. I don't know of any cows coming, but I do know of a couple bunches of calves. Oh, yes, I do. I got a sellout of about 30 cows. There'll be young, middle-aged cows, and then I know of 3 sets of calves coming, sir.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for the Friday sale in Beeville.
Yeah, call me at 361-358-1727 or call me on my mobile 645-5002.
Rodney, we appreciate you. Thank you for the call.
Thank you. Take care.
Neighbor, let's take a shorter look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. We'll call Milo through Corpus 1049, Houston 1058, yellow corn 502 1/4, Houston 517 1/4, Houston wheat 721 1/4, Placido beans 1226. West Texas and Oklahoma cotton, 1,236 bales, but no price established. That's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble. Thanks for listening to one of our 14 affiliated stations or at downonthefarmradio.com.